I consider it necessary as a patriotic citizen to get some highlights from Mr. President Democracy Day address at the joint session of the National Assembly, where he read out a lot of achievements of his government. And there are a lot to that also. You may not like him for who he is or for the situation in the country as it is, but there are some who may see through some of his achievements and give him a pass mark. And away from the issue of the economy and the situation in the country, I believe that he has done more considering the actions he has put in place. He is trying to, in my own opinion, trying to restore peace in the country. We have long time issues that have remained unresolved until recently that he decided to address some of those problems. It is a gradual thing. We are always reminded that that Rome was not built in a day. So it's a gradual thing. And I believe that after this year's democracy celebration, he will equally have to go back and reassess their achievement and the level of peace he has achieved from what he has done. And those who may not have enjoyed whatever thing he has done will also be included. I'm saying this in relation to the state pardon to some of the victims of the June 12th, as it were. Abiola is at the hymn of affairs there. The pillar is the brain behind this. Everything centers around him, but he was not the only person involved. There are a lot of other people, a lot of other activists, a lot of other even pressmen that were affected. We are victims of that circumstance. And no one has always or has ever recognized their own effort. But Mr. President has done it this time around.
Since 2018, we have celebrated Democracy Day on this day to commemorate the sacrifices of the men and women who fought to restore democratic governance to Nigeria.
Offer them the state pardon, but also conferred national honor
to my predecessor,
and I think it's a great achievement.
Former President Muhammadu Buhari.
It's a gradual process, like I said. Governance is a continuum.
To rectify and for the first time, misdeed by making June 12th.
When I say this, I leave you even to
Democracy Day, and by officially acknowledging Chief MKO Abiola and his running mate Babagana Kingibe as the victors and the duly elected president and vice president, respectively, of Nigeria after June 12, 1993 election. Year by year, election after election, every time we debate instead of battle, we discuss instead of fight, and argue instead of destroy. We preserve the institution of democracy. More importantly, we weave the culture of democracy into very fabric of our nation. We thank God for this. Whilst Chief MKO Abiola is June 12th central figure, we must not forget the long list of those who equally deserve to be called heroes of democracy. We must celebrate the courage of Alhaja Kudirat Abiola and Pa Arfe Rewani, both of whom were murdered by agents of military repression. We also remember the many civil rights activists, journalists, and politicians imprisoned, exiled, tossed aside, tortured, and beaten by the military regime. We remember Chief Anthony Enoro, Commodore Dan Suleiman, Chief Abraham Adesanya, Ayo Adebanjo, Chief Gani Fawayemi, Balarabe Musa, Ganiu Daudu, the journalist Baguda Kato, and Commodore Ndibusi Kanu. I mention these names not to exclude or degrade the profound contribution of anyone else, but to illustrate through these few heroes the universality of our pursuit of democracy. The struggle was never the province of any one group or section of the country. It was pan-Nigeria in its conception, and it will even be more pan-Nigeria as we strive to perfect it. It is fitting that I come to this.
And also extending the same olive branch to the Ugoni 9, the Kinsarewa and the Ugoni 9 activists that were also eliminated during the military junta. So he did not only offer them the state pardon, but also conferred national honor on them. And I think it's a great achievement. Everything is a gradual process. Like I said, governance is a continuum. You're taking over, and for the first time, as I'm saying, when I say this, I leave you even to the